Hi, I'm Jeff Kaplan. I'm the Managing Director of Think Strategies. I'm pleased to have with me a good friend, Louise Allen, who's the VP of Product Management at Planview. Why don't you tell us, first of all, who Planview is?
So Planview is a portfolio management company. We've been around 20 plus years now, and we have been very, very successful, have over 500 global clients. And we've made a big move in our business the last couple of years because we've moved from more of an IT focus to a business focus. So one of the reasons of that success, I think, is integrations.
That's great.
And the relationship with Pervasive.
Now, I know there's been a lot of changes there. First of all, let's talk about the nature of your customer base. Is it mid-tier, large-scale enterprises?
You know, we typically have been larger enterprises, but now that we're offering both on-premise and SaaS, we're getting more mid-tier type customers, but it ranges. We have like hundreds of user implementations to tens of thousands, so it really runs the gamut.
And what is, if there is such a thing, a typical integration challenge that your customers are facing that you have to help them with?
Now, that's a great question. You know, a big challenge that we have is who's the master of record. So, you know, does SAP own this or does Planview own this? And so working that out, but once that's done, the integration is actually the easiest part to do, the physical, moving bytes back and forth. It's just the processes around it. You know, who do you know, who owns what, et cetera. So
now, my guess is it's easy because you have the right partner, right?
That's exactly right.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
And just to sort of flesh out the environment, it's my understanding that you're working in an environment where an SAP might show up, an Oracle might show up, a Microsoft Dynamics possibly.
Absolutely.
And maybe even now you're in the SaaS world at Salesforce.com.
Absolutely. So we're fortunate enough to be in an industry that we compete with the giants, the CAs, the HPs, Oracle, SAP. So we, being an independent leader in the space, we have to be able to integrate to everything. And it was really, really key for us deciding on a partner like Pervasive that it gives us that flexibility. So we're in a lot of deals against SAP and Oracle that we have to prove that we integrate better to SAP and Oracle than they do. And Pervasive has helped us get over that hump, and we won a lot of deals based on this relationship.
Before we talk about how you won those deals with that relationship, why Pervasive?
So, that we did a really, I'd say a couple things. Technology is superior. We did a big deep dive on the technology and what will meet our needs and web services strategy, et cetera, and felt very comfortable that was a good fit for us. The second reason was honestly the strategic fit to our business. We had the strategic visibility into what they were doing. They spend a lot of money on R&D. I believe in the vision that they're putting out there with cloud, et cetera, and that's exactly the way our business was going. So I felt very comfortable that we were on the same trajectory, and I also knew that they would partner with us anytime we needed them. So whether it be in pre-sales or post-sales, want a roadmap, et cetera. So they've been a terrific partner. So it's just honestly been a great relationship.
Now, a lot of partnerships are kind of ad hoc, as sort of event-driven or opportunity-driven.
Right.
Yours goes beyond that, though.
Oh, yes,
right?
It does. Very much so. We have a Pervasive developer that lives at Planview. Wow. And so does nothing but, take advantage of the Pervasive technology so we don't have to intimately know it and builds integrations for us. We also bring them in a pre-sales capacity, technical resources where necessary. We use their professional services for very complex integrations because the bottom line in this relationship is we do not want to be in the integration business. We want Pervasive to focus on what they're good at, and we can focus on portfolio management. I think the synergies between the two, it just works.
Now, is this something that's bundled into your solution, or is it something that someone can sort of check off a list and say, I want that in addition to, or how does that
So
work?
it ships with every release of our software. So the data integrator product, which we OEM, it ships, and all you have to do is we get a license key and unlock it. So it's really that simple. And honestly, that process was so easy, and the strategic decision to ship it with every product has been a really big one for us. OpenSuite, which is what we call our integration product, has about a 70% attach rate to every deal we do. And the more we move into the business side, our market's changing, the more important that is.
Any other stats you can give us as to what the value of the relationship has been in terms of the market results?
Right. So we have together over 100 joint customers at this point. About every deal, especially in the enterprise space, Pervasive is somewhere in the deal. They might not be in the division we're working with, but we can leverage their customer base as well. So, we've been, the momentum, we've probably done, 80 demos this year with Pervasive, jointly, taking advantage of their SkyTap environment and building demos, which is key to our business. So it's, honestly, this is not one of those, checkbox type of relationships. It's very strategic to both companies.
Now, I know you've been blessed to be nominated for one of the awards here at the Integration Next conference. What have you learned here at the event during your brief period of time? I know you were also at your own event, going back and forth, but anything that you picked up on while you were here?
I've heard Mike speak multiple times about the vision of the company. I believe that, he has got the right vision, and I think that we think about, I know from our perspective, the integration side of things, we think very similarly. And so probably I just know they're on the right track. I just feel very comfortable every time I hear him speak and hear the details around the product roadmap that, they're headed the same direction we are in the focus. And so, it's been a great conference. We're kind of doing parallel conferences, but it's been great to be able to take advantage of that as well.
That's great. Well, it's great to have you here.
Good to see you, Jeff.
Looking forward to having you again next year.
Love to,
hear more about your progress.
Absolutely.
And continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you.